Humboldt State tonight, joined now by senior Kristina O'Keefe of the HSU Lady Lumberjacks. And Kristina, first things first, what was it, your freshman year, the last time you girls went to regionals?
Yeah, my freshman year.
So I'm sure your freshman year, you think it's going to be an every year occurrence, and finally you get back your senior year. How good does that feel?
It's awesome. It's an awesome way to end the run. Only me and Jennifer Enos have experienced the regional atmosphere, and it's one of a kind. So I'm really excited to be back.
Yeah, of course, you got Trisha Alaba and Katie Frenchie, who are seniors, to join you and Jen, but they're junior college transfers, so they weren't here. So next week when you get out, and of course you find out this Sunday night where you're going to be playing, most likely either Seattle or Anchorage or maybe even San Diego, but going on the road, that's the moral of the story. What kind of things are you going to share with the team about, what's different opposed to this road trip, and then of course your normal ones you go on?
I think there's just a different mentality from everyone on the trip. It's just a different level of competition. We're playing teams we haven't played before. Depending upon where we go, we haven't been to Alaska or Seattle. We've been to San Diego, so it'll be a different area, different teams. It's just a different experience for everything.
So now, your freshman year, were they in the GNAC still?
Yeah, we were.
So you're familiar with going to Alaska then too.
Yes.
So you're going to be all full of knowledge for these girls, right?
We went to Alaska on New Year's my freshman year, so that was a trip to remember. It was about -15, and it was my first road trip as a freshman, so it was definitely something.
Long way from Orange County,
yes.
California, right?
Yes.
Of course, a senior from Orange, California. Okay, regional. You girls are playing so well. I mean, this is some of the best basketball I've ever seen played at Humboldt State, men or women. What do you attribute that to?
I think we have 4 seniors, we have a ton of juniors, and I think just from the start, everyone had that mentality that we weren't going to be on the edge when they were trying to decide who was going to go to regionals. We were going to make it, and there wasn't going to be any question about us going to the TV time when you don't really know if you're going to make it or not. That was definitely a goal we had this year, and having the senior leadership, I think all the freshmen kind of just follow behind everyone, and we definitely have a pretty awesome team right now. Yeah,
of course, the last 2 years, you girls were left just on the outside trying to get in. So I'm sure it's nice knowing, hey, you're in. It's just, where are we going to go? Now, are you girls satisfied to be there? Or do you think, hey, we're playing pretty good and we should have as good a shot as anyone else at winning this thing?
No, we're definitely not satisfied. I mean, obviously we're excited to be going and to be in the locked-in position, but we definitely have high expectations and high goals, and right now we're thinking that we could go all the way, and to have that mentality throughout the whole team is something pretty unique, and not just saying it but really feeling it and thinking it, that if we play our best and we play as a team, we could be unstoppable.
All right, I've heard about this players-only meeting that took place after the UC San Diego game. You haven't lost since. Excuse me. What happened at that players-only meeting after, of course, that disastrous loss versus UC San Diego January 31st?
I think we all just needed to get on the same page. Obviously, we were so upset after the game. We kind of just all came back together every single fall, right before we start practice and everything. We go on a retreat. And at the retreat, we kind of set goals for the whole season. We get to know each other. It's an amazing bonding experience. And one of our goals was to not be swept by a team. Obviously, that didn't happen with San Diego beating us twice. So having that goal knocked down, I think everyone was really upset. And so we called a meeting as a team and came back together. And we made another goal to go 8-0. And so that goal was reached.
And you may get another crack at San Diego. So we mentioned it. Kristina O'Keefe, a girl from Orange County. How does someone from Orange County end up at Humboldt State, and what was that transition like for you, getting to know you off the court?
I went to a couple schools on recruiting trips, and this place was just extremely special. Jessica Hare and Kelly Faye were my people who I went on my recruiting trip with. That's who the coaches put me with, and I'm still living with Jessica right now. So obviously
it worked. Whatever happened on that trip. Huh?
This place is just so special. It's so unique and different from anything I've ever experienced, and I think that's what college should be about. So it's definitely, I've never looked back.
So perception versus reality. We all know the stereotypes that are out there, but when you took that recruiting trip, what did stick out in your mind going, wow, hey, this is a place I would like to spend the next 4 years of my life?
Honestly, just when I came up, the weather was amazing, 80 degrees, the sun was out, it was shining, and Coach Murphy told me that this is how it was. I went down to Trinidad. It was just gorgeous. I mean, beautiful. On a beautiful day, it's gorgeous up here. So I was just thinking that's just how it was going to be.
It's the way it is, right?
Obviously, I knew it rained here, but not to the extent that it actually does.
Well, good job for Murph and Jody and the weather that day, obviously, here at Humboldt State. They actually only do that for recruiting trips, and then it rains the rest of the time. So as you learn that. Now, life after basketball for Kristina O'Keefe, what does that entail?
Right now, I'm waiting on applications to the credential program, and I'm going to become an elementary school teacher, so I still have another year of schooling. Sad to say, but I could be back up here, or I could be in various parts of California.
Stanford, come on, throw it out there. I heard you talking about Stanford, right?
I applied to Stanford. We'll see how it goes.
Hey, life is good here at Humboldt State when you've got students choosing between Stanford and of course, Humboldt State. Now, coaching in your future, do you think something that would interest you?
I don't know. I would love to coach, but it definitely takes a ton of time, and I want to teach kindergarten or first grade, so I think I may have my hands full.
Well, because I mean, a rumor has it you've got a boyfriend who plays basketball, and after seeing Skip and Jody, husband and wife coach, maybe in your future?
Maybe. I don't know.
Kristina, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you, JB.
There's Kristina O'Keefe. The Lady Jacks Regionals coming up next week as they are red hot. Louisa Osborne comes up next.
The power of people working together. That's what you'll find at Coast Central Credit Union. 52,000 members who have pooled their resources to benefit each other and our community. We're not here for profit, we're here for you. Isn't it time you joined? Coast Central Credit Union. Belonging never felt better.
Love casinos but don't like the smoke? Come to Bear River Pump and Play, located next to Bear River Casino. More than 25 slot machines and table games in a non-smoking environment await you. Ages 18 and older are welcome. Bear River Pump and Play also features incredibly low-cost gasoline and diesel, available 24 hours, and a convenience store for your grocery and household needs. Bear River Pump and Play, your clear choice for fuel and fun.
Bear River Casino. Escape to a whole new adventure.
Miller Farms is a full-service nursery that's brimming with color. You'll find everything from beautiful plants to gardening supplies and landscaping equipment. Miller Farms staff is incredibly knowledgeable and always available to help even the most novice of gardeners. Their giftware section is full of wonderful and whimsical cards, garden ornaments, and so much more. From fountains to plants and trees to gardening supplies and specialty workshops, you'll find it all in one special place at Miller Farms on Central Avenue in McKinleyville.